All right. Okay, so the flowers I emailed you is orange. I don't know what happened to my photocopy, but um, obviously some red didn't work out. So I'm doing it in a square, and for a big floral, I honestly think it's easier because you're, we're going to be working here, and if we can put this in, that would be pretty. But um, it just helps kind of set the stage for the floral. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 petals. And we're going to draw those first. This one is off the page. And I'm really going to go ahead and just, but I'm going to put this up in there. Okay, we'll see. All right. So I'm just trying to get a good sense of where things are on the paper. And then this is another petal. This is a petal right here. And then this petal comes. This petal. And this, drawing this petal right here. And then we have this one here. And then this one comes behind. And then I'm going to put this one here. And I'm going to put a little bud right there. Okay. So now we're going to come and do, this is a petal here. It gets a little hard to see if something is bent back. This is actually a bent back. This is all one petal. Okay, but this is a petal right here, and it goes up. Draw lightly. So these are really all standing up. Right here. And then there's one here. And we have this one. It comes around here. This is the light, and we want to keep that. And on this one, right here, there's a bit of light that's coming down. So you want to mark that. Okay, so we have those. We have this one, and there's another one that's bent. And this one comes over. There we go. And then this, we have that. And then there's one more that comes this way. And then we have the center, essentially. Right here. And the sun is coming through. It's really pretty. The light's hitting it. And then we have this business in here, which I think is one leaf. And there's a little, looks like there's a little petal. I mean a petal, not a leaf. Goodness. Okay. So we're going to knock that. All right. So we're going to start on these on the back leaves, and then build in. And I'm going to. Okay. Okay. And this, so you're going to use your lemon yellow, your medium yellow, and if you have 2 oranges, you're going to use that, and plus a little bit of your, you can try your rose or the scarlet. Those are the colors. Okay, and so I'm going to put that down. I will show you, like when I'm working on a section, but there's some bright yellow down here. It's where the light's coming this way. And I'm gonna, where did I do with that? There's a pencil. So I'm gonna put it here, okay? And I'll remember, as my aunt says. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna come in here. And I'm going to use plenty of water so that the light of the white of the paper keeps showing through. Okay. I'm going to come out to the edge. And this has some, lots of, it's a little darker. And so you paint one petal at a time. And that way everything stays separate. Okay, this comes down, and then you have a little bit, and we're going to come over with at some point it'll be a stronger color, and this is a shadow, so we want to keep that. Okay, and I'm going to put just a smidge of pink right here. Okay, and right up here. All right, so we have that one. And now we're going to come over here and we're just going to pop around and then we're going to do the middle. All right, so I'm going to wet. I'm not wetting this V. Okay. And I want to make sure that I get this right and come down far enough. Okay. So I'm coming down to this mark. It's a little bit, you have to kind of get used to how you look at it because it's, everything's bigger than what we're used to seeing. Okay. And I'm putting yellow on them because it'll pop the color. And that goes in a little bit right in there. Yep. Okay. I'm leaving this white for right now. There is a little bit of a yellow in here, but I really want to because we're going to glaze. We're going to come back over this. So I'm going to get my same orange. I'm going to put that down there. And now I'm going to get my darker. And my paint is wet. I hope I'm not already. Getting ink. And sometimes there's a little edge like right there, and so I don't need to paint right up to that. You can see that how that's going to work out. And we are you know, and if this isn't exactly the way the picture is, that's fine. It's a rose petal. It's a rose. It's, you're not doing someone's face. Okay. So I'm going to, again, put a little rose right here, and around here. Okay. So we're going to come over here. Let's see. I think I'll do this top one. No, I'm going to do this one, then this, then this. That's how we're going to do it. Okay. So I'm wetting it again. And I'm going to clean that up. Okay. we have, and I'm gonna leave a space. I'm not coming right up to it because it's, one thing, it's wet still. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to come in here really careful. That wasn't careful. And wow. Soften that. So I'm getting another brush to there. Okay. Just didn't want that to get too dry. Okay, so we're coming back in with this color. And if you see the ridges on this, that's why it's a little bit drier, the brushes. Okay. And I'm really trying to figure out why this is, did that. So we're kind of in here. And don't worry about your pencil marks on the outside because you're going to come in with greens. As if I'm doing a white flower, I will do my background first. But and two with the rose, they're a little trickier. This is just, some of y'all wanted to learn how to do this, so that's what we're doing. All right. And I want to make sure. Given that's really pretty yellow under there, so I'm going to keep that. I'm not going all the way to my edge, so I can have that nice little rim popping up. Okay. And now I'm getting the pink again under here. on that real great. Okay. So we have that. And you can come in. We're going to put more color on this, so if it's a little fade, we can come back and clean that up. In fact, you might want to lift right there. Okay. All right, so we're coming up here, and we're wetting. There we go. That's good. And there is a bit of white. Just looking at my picture. This is where the white is, right there. And then there's a little line, a shaft of light. So I want to pay attention to that. Okay. Now we're going to go a little deeper. Okay. And this is little. I didn't babysit that well enough. All right. So this, I'm going to pull some of this water out, this pigment. It's settling, which I did like that, but I didn't want it to cauliflower. So we'll bring in some more. There we go. Okay. This comes around. This actually comes. All right, I'm going to leave that alone because it's not making sense to me right now. Okay. And this one goes in front of the other two. I have to do this real quick. So here's, okay. All right, I just had to figure out where I was going. Here. All right. And I get okay, and we're going to let that bleed.